What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Hey, hey, hey. This is Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game, the leader also of the Black Health and Fitness Revolution. I'm a health and fitness coach who helps women move off of the scale and into the size of their dreams for good. If you can hear me, let me know by typing yes in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching on replay, type replay in the comments so I know that you came back. Yes, Lena, you're here. You're first. Hey. And drink up y'all water, y'all. I know the challenge is over. I know. But I could not stay away. I told y'all, if y'all couldn't tell, I was having so much fun during those 5 days that it's hard for me to just shut it down, right? And I see y'all coming in saying you can hear, hey Valerie, hey Leo, is it Leoncio? I think you said you first. No, you like fourth. Hey Lillian, if you can't tell, I have a lot of fun with it. Two, there's always so much information that I want to give, that is hard to just put it into 5 days. Like y'all saw with that challenge pack. The challenge pack could have easily been way more pages because it was so much more I wanted to put in there. So, this morning I was thinking about it. I was like, okay. Like we gotta stay in it, right? So I was like, okay, let's come back and talk about how we stay motivated, because I'll tell y'all, this week I love the engagement, the excitement, the thirst for the information, the desire for the information, the sincere, the need and intention to keep this stuff going, to implement all of the information that I shared with you, that I poured into you over those 5 days. So let's have a discussion about how we're going to stay motivated, right? So, hey, I see Mr. My Pops is up in here. Callie's in the house. Hey, Boo, Joy is up in here. Jersey, y'all be representing from Jersey. Happy Saturday, Valerie. I'm about to say happy salary. Salaries ain't bad either, right? Happy Saturday, Valerie, and everybody else. So I have, y'all see it, Big Bertha's here, but I also have my coffee. I like coffee. I know it's late, but this is the first one I had for the day. So yeah, tag your people. Tag your accountability folks. Tag people that you know are typically here. And like, wait a minute, did they know that Chris was going to jump on? Because I decided this morning, that's why I sent out a quick email this morning, like, yeah, I'm gonna get on. And I did the in the kitchen this morning, but I was just like, okay, I need to come back and we need to have some more conversation. So before I get started, let me know if any of you are concerned about keeping the momentum, because we know that things can be exciting while it's going on, and then there's so much going on in the world, so much going on in social media, that the things that are important today and big, right in your face, so much other stuff sort of starts pushing it down. So it's like, oh no, man, because when it comes to our health and our fitness, that needs to stay at the top of our mind. That needs to stay at the top of our priorities. But things do happen, right? You start seeing stuff about how to make money and new ways to style your hair and all this other stuff. So it's like, okay, let's come back and have some conversation. And where is that coming from? Because I thought I closed everything. I don't want to hear that dingy, dingy, dingy. Let me turn that off. Hey, Equatorial Guinea is up in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Lily said, I thought I missed it. I forget him an hour later. Nope, you didn't miss me. You didn't miss me and I didn't miss you. So right on. So y'all, there are a few things that I want to talk about today on how we, because this is a family, this is a community, this is a group effort. How do we stay motivated? How do we mentally stay in the game? How do we stay on track? And Iris was the first to admit and say, yeah, I'm very concerned, not just concerned, but very concerned about keeping the momentum. Right? So there are a few things I want us to do. The first thing I want you to do, and I want you to take a second to think about it. I want you to remember your why. Why did you even sign up for this challenge? What stood out for you and said, yep, this is what I need? When you said this is what I need, what was that because? This is what I need because why? And if y'all can, drop some whys in the comments. Let me know what your why is. What made you say, this is what I need right now? I need to get my life, I need to get my health, I need to get my fitness on track. What's my why? So let me share my why. Y'all wanna know my why? Why I do this? Why I personally have taken it upon myself to make sure that I get and stay healthy? I'll tell you. After I hang out with Big Bertha real quick. Lena says she posts about this. The why is going to keep you coming back to being on track. That's the big hairy thing in your face that's saying, get on it, get on it, get on it, get on it. Joy said those 3 generations hit home for her. I want a life that is long and healthy. Exactly. It's not about wearing a bikini. It's not about saying that you wear a size 2, 4, whatever, 10, 12, 14. It's not about saying that you weigh so many pounds. Your why is bigger than that. And even if we dig even deeper to what Joy said, I want to live a life that's long and healthy. Why? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? What do you want to happen in that life? What do you want to experience? What do you want other people to experience from you being in their lives? Lillian says she dreamed to get her nutrition and fitness on track. Cecilia says, my why is I want to get to my optimal best. For me, my why on why I can't just allow myself to not try to be healthy. Because let's keep it real. When, like this morning, sure, I did the clean eating meal prep, did some salads, some apples for snacks. But that's not how I always eat. I'll tell y'all, it's about balance. What did I eat last night? Pizza and wings. Had a cocktail or 2, some wine. Okay, but I can't live like that. I can't eat like that every doggone day. Every doggone day is not going to get me to that goal of living healthier and living longer. I want to not only see my grands and my great grands, I still want to be healthy enough to play with them, to be active with them, to do things with them. I don't want them to come see me and I'm just sitting there and laid up because I can't move, because I'm too tired to even go on a walk with them, to go on a bike ride with them, to just hang out with them outside while they play. Even if I sit and throw the ball, whatever, I want to have the ability to be active with them. Joy said, oh, because I realized I am necessary. My gift helps people. Boy, let me read some more of these whys. Iris says, my why was to work on changing my eating habits because I'm a type 2 insulin-dependent diabetic, high blood pressure, and live with MS. I need to be here for my grands. And I'm so sorry. Is it Leoncio? Please give me phonetic spelling in the comments because I don't want to keep jacking it up. But said healthy diet per day. Being healthy and longevity. I want to be there when my grands graduate from high school. I want to see my grandchildren get married. I want to be there. I want to be active. I don't want them to wheel me in at the wedding. At some point, I'm going to get in a doggone wheelchair. Maybe, possibly, it could happen. It's possible. But not if I'm trying to prolong that. I want to come walking down the aisle. I want one of my other grandbabies to walk me down the aisle as I come in to watch one of my other grands get married. See what I'm saying? I want to be here. I want to be here. I told you all, I lost my mom when I was 33 doggone years old. That's way too young. It's way too young. My mom was the same age when she lost her mom. Way too young. Way too young. I don't want my kids to lose me when they're this young. And I think about like my mom. So my mom in 2008, she was diagnosed with what they thought at the time was pancreatic cancer. But it turns out when they got in to do the surgery, they thought it was stage 2 pancreatic cancer. Got in to do the surgery, found that the cancer was actually in her duodenum. Stage 4. It was just poking into her pancreas. So, during that time, she was like, you know what? This is not going to beat me. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to see all of my grandbabies graduate from high school. That was her goal. She kept saying, I'm going to be here. I'm going to see my grandbabies graduate from high school. She didn't get that chance. She didn't get that chance. She didn't get to see her first grandbaby graduate from high school. And I think about that a lot. Like, man, so it's crazy because every graduation, I think about that. My baby boy just graduated from high school in May. And I'm like, my mom was not here to see it virtually like she planned. I don't want my grands to be like that because our children remember that. They think about that. When my niece graduated, because she was the first one to graduate after my mom passed. And she was close to my mom. And I remember her face. We all cried about it and said, man, mama wanted to be here so bad. This was her goal, to see all of them. And she didn't get to see one. I don't want to put my family through that. I don't. And I'm not trying to be morbid on a Saturday morning. I'm not. But it's the truth. So that's why even on those days that I don't really feel like it, I do something. There's some mornings when I get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like working out. I don't. Like I could go to bed with all these goals in my head. I write out my workout the night before. I'm going to go down there and kill it in the morning. And I wake up and I said, nope, I'm not going to do it. I don't have the energy or even the mental energy for it. So I'm fortunate enough that I have a bike. We have a stationary bike, so I can get on my bike and I'll just ride for a good 30, 45 minutes just to do something. Because the reason why, let me tell you why. It's just the act of doing something. It's creating that habit. You can decide which habit you want. The habit of pushing through or the habit of quitting. Which do you want? And so I tell myself, if nothing else, I'm just going to do something just to keep the routine of staying active. Just putting those shoes on 5 days out the week. Put my gym shoes on, hit the basement and do something. Even if I just walk on my treadmill, it's the habit of doing something. It may not be a hard, strong workout. It's going to tone me up and on, but I'm going to do something. Because if I allow myself to say, you know what, I'll just take a rest day. Guess what? Tomorrow I'm going to take a rest day. Then I'm going to take another rest. Then it's going to turn into a rest week, a rest month. Tell me if y'all done had some rest months and rest years. I'll wait. Joy said, my dad missed my college graduation by 2 months. That was horrible, I bet, Joy. And I'm giving you all love for that. Her sister missed her niece's high school graduation and prom by 6 months. Joy, I'm sending all the love that I can to Jersey for you. Yes. Lena says, seeing her auntie carried out on the stretcher, covered up. Ira says her grands are 20 months, 12 years, 14 years, and 9 years. I've been living with MS since 2000. And fortunately, I am ambulatory and not on MS meds. I used to do many activities with my grands, but now because of COVID, we don't see each other. We have to be safe. Absolutely. So Ira says she wants to keep on working on her health. So whenever this pandemic ends, whenever folks can act right and stay in the house and we can all get off punishment, she can get back to hanging out with her grands. Who don't want to play with a 20-month-old? My gosh. Full of energy. Full of energy. Joy said that's right. Which one? The habit of pushing through or the habit of quitting? There's a habit that's going to be formed. There's a habit that's going to be formed. Yes. Rest years. It took you a while. To try to get back on this train because unfortunately, you allowed yourself to fall into the habit of just stopping. All right? Valerie says being healthy will represent the shedding of emotional and physical barriers that are created. Excited about the journey to a new beginning. That's what I'm talking about. So you know what? I didn't even plan on talking about, but let's talk about that. Let's talk about what Valerie just said, the emotional and physical barriers. A lot of times, us just eating and not being active, there's a lot of emotional baggage that goes with that. It's a lot that we're carrying that ties into it. Stress eating is about control. You can't control something else. So you control what you eat and you tell yourself, you know what, I'm just going to do what I want to do. I can't change this, but dang it, I can enjoy this. So I'm just going to do it anyway. I know I ain't supposed to, but I can't control this. This thing is telling me what I can and can't do, but at least I can eat this. I'm in control of that, right? But then what happens is you end up eating yourself into a ditch. And nobody likes that. Then you say, what? Man, you start feeling bad about the decisions that you made. You feel bad about the habits of quitting that you allowed yourself to fall into. And then you hit those emotional slumps. And it's hard to dig out of that ditch. It's hard. It's hard. Lillian says, I need to push through. Right. That commitment of just achieving your goals. So we talked about, I believe sometime this week, we talked about those wins. Everything is a win. There's no such thing as a small win. There's no such thing as a small win. So if you tell yourself, you know what? My goal is I'm going to go for a walk twice this week. You put on those shoes and go for your 2 walks. Just that alone, just reaching that goal is motivational. You say, you know what? I am going to do what I said I'm going to do because I'm creating the habit. I'm creating the habit of doing what I said I'm going to do. I'm creating the habit of doing things that are good for myself. I'm creating the habit of not quitting. Tell me if that makes sense to y'all. Right. Jen says that depression will set in. Iris, you better cut my birthday is December 27th. That baby is special. Come on, grandbaby, December 27th. I love it. Don't y'all cheat that baby with half the gifts. Christmas and birthdays are different days. And don't give one gift on December 26th. That ain't fair either. My family tried to give me like that. Freddie used to always say, I'm just going to get you one gift on December 26th. And I told him, okay, I'm the queen of petty. I will pull out a calendar and I will count the days in between your birthday and Christmas and give you one random gift too. Just say it. Just say it. And I'm glad y'all said it makes sense. That's what I'm talking about. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. That's all you got to do. Nobody says that you have to do 12 workouts a day, 12 days a week for 44 hours a day. That is not needed to get on a healthier path. If it's nothing else, saying, you know what, something else I'm going to do for myself, I'm going to add more vegetables. Okay, I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to decrease how much soda I drink. Those are just the little things that you need to do to stay on that path. Small goals, but big wins. Small goals. Type that in the comments. Small goals, but big wins. That's another thing that throws people off. Fred, you can call me petty all you want, whatever. That's another thing that throws people off. We get excited. We know that the new year is coming up in a couple months. And what happens? New year, new me. New year, new me. I'm about to get on it. I'm about to get on it. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to do all these workouts. I'm going to eat nothing but vegetables and grilled chicken. Blah, blah, blah. You do way too much. You have too many lofty goals. And when you tell yourself that you're going to work out or exercise 5 to 7 days a week, that is huge. Especially if you hadn't been doing it before. So creating these lofty goals sets you up for failure, because you're already in the back of your head like, oh, can I really do that though? Because if you could do that, you would have already been doing it. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. If you could have done it, you would have already been doing it. Now, can you get to that point? Yes, but you got to build to it, right? We had to learn to roll over first before we could crawl, before we could pull ourselves up, before we could walk, before we could run. Don't try to go from rolling over to running. That does not happen. So if you've been on your rest years, as we know people have been, don't tell yourself that you're about to all of a sudden flip a switch and exercise 7 days a week. It ain't gonna happen, fam. It's not gonna happen. Yes, and I see our small goals with big wins. Yes, Eleanor says don't do New Year's resolutions. Every day you get up is a new doggone year. Today is a new year for you. I don't care if it's 2020. This is still the beginning of a new year. The year is 12 doggone months. You could decide right now that you're going to make a change, and a year from now, your life will be different. That's your new year. You get to decide when your new year is. Because if you sit there and say, oh, I'm going to wait till January, you're still in that habit of quitting. You're in the habit of procrastinating instead of doing what you know you need to do now. Just saying. Cecilia says, I was up to 4 days post-Rona. This is helping me get back my focus back. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Iris says, I'm going to start going out twice per week now. I'm so cautious because of COVID and my pre-existing conditions. I only go out once per week. Thank you for the encouragement. Iris, thank you for allowing me to be your encouragement. Take your walks. Take your mask with you. You see somebody, put that mask on. But get out there. Get that natural vitamin D, that fresh air that our bodies need. I ain't trying to preach on the Saturday, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Lillian says she's been walking 5 to 6 days a week for the last 3 months. That's what I'm talking about. Lauren is tagging folks. Sharing needs this information, huh, Lauren? Well, I got it. I got it. What else can we do? What else can we do? Stay connected to this community. The challenge is over, but this group is going nowhere. We are still here every day to support and to celebrate each other, to encourage each other, to share our information. I'll still be doing in the kitchens, so I can give you all ideas on how to make healthier meals, or even to just prepare to eat something that's at least halfway decent, so you're not grabbing trash as you run out the door or while you're out the door. Stay connected. Somebody type stay connected in the comments. Freddie says, cross the street when people come. When I run outside, I'll cross the street, cut through a parking lot, but I've got to get my work. I know that's right. Who else ready to get this work? Who is ready to get this work? Because I do the same thing. I don't care. I will cross the street. But as Fred said, I am going to get this work. So, yes, there we go. Stay connected. So, question for you. I just asked you, and I'm going to ask you again. Are you ready to get to work? Type work in the comments. Type work in the comments. Because I feel the need to go back through this today. Because some of y'all missed it. Some of y'all on the fence. But we gonna go back through this thing today. I showed y'all yesterday what can be done when people decide to put in the work. What you see here is a slide of people who say, you know what? It's time for me to get off the couch. It's time for me to do what I need to do. Eat better. Move my body. Use this body that I'm still capable of using. And I tell y'all over and over again, I love seeing these physical changes, but the mental changes are what's the best. Because if you read this, my client said, I went to a wedding this weekend and only wore stockings. It was nice not to need my Spanx. Team, no Spanx. Somebody type no Spanx in the comments. Because that's what we need. We are trying to move away from all these barriers, because Spanx just make you think that you made a change. When you take those Spanx off, you still got that same body and you still frustrated. So here's what another client said. She said, working with Crystal and doing her programs have been great. Even with it being virtual accountability, Crystal makes sure to check in on you and let you know if you need to modify certain foods or when doing your workout, certain weights, etc. I can tell a huge difference in how my body has changed over these last few months using her program. I've lost inches and toned up. In addition, I am more conscious of the foods I eat and how to better balance them. Did you see that? She changed her body. She doggone lost inches. She toned up. She's more conscious about how she's eating, how to balance what she's eating, not having any restrictions at all. And she did that because she joined the program. She joined the 4-week program, the work program, the workout revolution with Crystal. I keep telling y'all, I am pushing to help 1 million people get healthier to change their lives and their families' medical histories. That is what I am doing. Now, I know, again, a lot of people say, hey, I want to do it, but there's certain barriers, so I don't know if I can get back to where I need to be. So the program was designed to address these barriers. It's convenient because the workouts are sent directly to your phone. You don't need a brand new app taking up space on your phone. You don't need to worry about notifications, trying to ignore the app or any of that stuff. And they're sent directly to your email as well. A lot of people don't have equipment, barely have anything at home. So the regular program is used, it was created with absolutely no equipment. And there is a low impact version for anybody who has issues with getting up and down. Your joints may be a little iffy where you can't do a lot of jumping. That one just has light weights, or you can just use anything that has resistance. Shoot, Big Bertha can be used as weights. It's just anything that's resistance bearing. And because y'all know I don't play with trying to spend a lot of time getting the work done, excuse me, all of the workouts are quick, about 30 minutes, but they are still super duper effective. They are still going to get you the results that you want, right? And y'all know I don't play with restrictive meals or diets or any of that crap. So you still have control over what you're eating. I give you 3 sample meal plans to give you some ideas. You can get a meal plan that has no dietary restrictions. But if you are not doing dairy or you don't like dairy, there's a no dairy option and also a vegetarian option. And you are part of a community of like-minded people. They've all decided to make the change like you. So in addition to this group here, we have group Q&As that are just us, everybody who's digging in to their health and their future and making it longer. But let's be real. My program is not for everybody. I know that. I know that. This is not for you if you're looking to get skinny quick. If you're looking to just drink teas and detox, and I'm using my air quotes, I know you can't see me. This is not for you if you're looking to lose weight without putting in the work. And that work is changing your habits with how you eat and how active you are. This is not for you if you don't want to make those changes to your lifestyle. But it is for you if you know it's time for you to make a change. You want to feel better, you want to look better, you want to sleep better, you want to try to keep this weight off, you want to feel sexier, you want to feel confident. You looking for an accountability partner, and it is a partnership in this. Somebody's going to keep you on track. Someone who's going to create the plans for you because you know you want to do it, you just don't know how to do it. You just need a little guidance and support because you are tired of being sick and tired. So what comes in this program? What do you get in it? In the program, you get 4 weeks of workouts. And I mentioned that there are regular and low impact options. So if you say, you know what, I don't have any joint issues, let's just go. The regular workout is for you. If you say, you know what, I'm ready to make this change, but Crystal don't have me jumping around, I can't do that, but I still want to be challenged, then the low impact is for you. Like I said, the workouts will be delivered to you via text and email every day that you have a workout. So there's no confusion on what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. You'll get 3 sample meal plans. I mentioned those: vegetarian, no dietary restrictions, and no dairy. Because I don't want you getting bored with the doggone food. I don't want you eating the same thing every day. That's when people fail. When they feel restricted, like I gotta eat. You shouldn't have to eat anything. So I give you an alternative foods chart to say, okay, switch it up. But just make sure it's comparable to what's on that sample plan to make sure that you're not going too far when it comes to your calorie intake and your macronutrients that we talked about this week. You'll get measurement logs. What are we measuring? We're going to measure your weight because I know you want to see that, but we're also measuring our hips, our waist, our arms, our legs to see those inches move. Remember, we talked about those non-scale victories. And because I want you to be totally in tune with what's going on with you, we just talked about the emotional aspect of it. You have a reflection journal. What are you learning about yourself during this workout program? What were your challenges? What are you proud of? What were you able to do today that you couldn't do a week ago? What are you still struggling with? What are your goals? Which exercise do you want to conquer? Right? You get to reflect on that. All of that is in the journal. And I want to share another success story with you. Client said, if you are truly looking to tone, shape, or lose weight, I totally recommend Crystal Taylor. This lady here is the truth. Her meal plans are doable. The virtual exercises are a hit, and it can be done in the comfort of your own home or gym. I'm in love with this virtual program. Now let me share these numbers with y'all again. Each week, you're tracking your measurements in your log, but I'll also ask you, I'll send you a text and I'll send you an email and say, hey, send me your numbers because I want to see. I want to make sure that you are making progress. So I told you we're tracking the weight, your waist, your hips, your arms, your legs. This client was losing like crazy. So on average, for all the people going through this 4-week program, this is what they were able to lose in 4 weeks. 1.4 inches on the legs, 1.1 inches on the arms, an inch in the 1.2 inches on the waist, 2.4 inches on those hips. And they're averaging losing 6.8 pounds. That's just in 4 weeks. When you're consistent, right? What does the next 4 weeks look like? What do the next 4 weeks look like? When you think about your goal of how many pounds you want to lose, like, okay, if I'm just consistent and take this, remember, we talked about those small chunks. Don't say I want to lose 50 pounds. Say, you know what? If I just stay consistent, man, even if you did want to lose 50 pounds, you'll get to that goal in just a few months. But you've been battling with this weight for years. So in comparison, it's worth it. Now, you will probably asking and questioning like, man, but can a virtual program work? I just showed y'all that it can. I showed you the pictures. I showed you some numbers. But let's talk about the financial aspect of it, if it's worth it, right? Because you have goals. So if you used the traditional or the outdated model for weight loss, as I call it, and went to a trainer, had a gym membership, used a nutritionist, let's talk about what it's going to cost you. The average session to work out with a personal trainer is going to be about $35 per session. With the work program, you get 4 workouts a week. So if you got 4 workouts a week for 4 weeks, you're looking at $560 just for exercise. Now, of course, you need a gym membership, and that's going to average about $60 a month. And then for you to have any type of guidance with structuring your meals, you need to meet with a nutritionist, and that's going to cost you about $200. So you're looking at about $820 just to reach your goals for 1 month. Now, what's included in here is just a few things that I told you about with the work program, but there's actually more. I mentioned that we have weekly group Q&A sessions. So every Saturday morning, and we met this morning at 9 a.m. Central, I make myself available to you. Come in and ask any questions you may have. This can range from what are the healthiest fast foods, what are some things you could put in a salad, how do you modify an exercise. That was actually how the Q&A started this morning, with my questions about exercising. All of those things. Because this is in addition to all of the other stuff with the workouts, the meal plans, the food charts, the measurement laws, all of this. This is a collective effort. And because you're a part of the family, of course you get a discount in the online store. You get 15% off of everything in the store. That's all your apparel, your swag, your hats, your shirts, your hoodies, the booklets, all of it. You get 15% off of everything. So if we add all of this up, what's going on in the work program, your 4 weekly workouts for 4 weeks, that's valued at $125. Your sample meal plans are valued at $100. Those weekly Q&A sessions, which you'll get 4 of them, that's valued at $100. And the PDF that you'll also get with the measurement logs, the reflection journals, alternative charts, is valued at $20 for a total of $345. That's the value of it. Now let's compare them, and I want you to tell me which one is a better value. In this outdated model, you have to drive to the gym, which means that's taking your time, putting wear and tear on your car. You get no support from your trainer after your session is over, and from what I've seen, some of these trainers don't even pay attention during the sessions, but I'm just saying, that's not, who am I to judge? These gyms get you stuck in these contracts, and you only talk to the nutritionist once. But with this work program, you get to save your time by doing everything at home. There's no driving. There's no wear and tear on your car. You get constant communication from me throughout the days and throughout the weeks. Those workouts are conveniently sent to your email and to your text. So however you want to get them, you can get them. You get 3 different types of meal plans options. You get to come get support from me and your tribe every week in the Q&As. You get that PDF that's not only focused on exercising, as you heard me say, it's the reflection journal. So a lot of things digging deep, because your issues with your health and your weight are not just about whether you go exercise or not. There's something emotional going on with that. Plus, you get 15% off on the store. So you're looking at, when we're looking at the values, comparing the values, you're saving roughly $475. So you tell me, which one is the better deal? Wouldn't you like to save $475 and still reach your goals? I'm just saying, I'm drinking some water, so I hope you drink some water too. But again, I'll tell you, that's the value of the program. I'm not going to charge you the $345. Because I want to ask you, if all you got from joining the work program was to be able to fit in those jeans again, looking all cute, to go up and down the stairs without feeling winded, to have the energy to play with your kids again, would it be worth it? If all you got from joining the work program was to feel more comfortable in your skin, to have more energy, to sleep better, and to, Get it in a little bit more and make that a little more fun too. Let's keep it real. Would it be worth it? If all you got like joy in other people said was to possibly live longer, would it be worth it to you? Are you worth the investment? If you know that you are worthy, type "I'm worthy" in the comments. I know you're worthy, but I need you to know that you are worthy as well. But wait, there is more. Even with all of the other stuff that I listed in the program, I still want to give y'all more. Because you've committed to this challenge, you've been here 5 days plus one, whole 6 days trying to figure out how you can get healthier. I'm going to give you more when you join the work program this weekend. The deal ends tomorrow night. And I ain't even told y'all what the price is yet, because I told you I'm not charging, $345. No, I'm not going to do that. I want to give you access to the Healthy Habits Summit Speakers Vault. What I did was I grabbed 10 industry leaders to come in and talk about the holistic ways of being healthy from the inside out, from the rooter to the tutor. We had everything from mindset and accountability to immune system health. That's really big. We keep talking about COVID today. So I brought in an ER doctor who is with COVID, faced with COVID every day. Also brought in a holistic doctor to talk about different ways that we could take care of ourselves. We had a hair and beauty day because we do have to take care of our hair and our skin. We talked about taking care of our eyes. We talked about how our needs, our nutritional needs change as we age. Of course, we talked about food too, y'all. There are people who are considering veganism. I brought somebody in, a vegan influencer, who talked about how to simplify that transition if that's what you desire. Then, of course, we did meal prep, brought in the infamous or famous Chef Nina, the chef who created that sweet potato brownie recipe that y'all love so much, came in and showed us how to meal prep 2 meals quickly. And so much more. That's valued at $250. So let's talk about what's all in the program now. Now you get 4 weeks of workouts. Remember, it's regular or low impact, sent directly to you. You get your 3 sample meal plans, your alternative foods chart. You get your measurement logs. You get your reflection journal. We get our weekly Q&A sessions. You get your 15% off in the store. And you get access to the Healthy Habits Summit Speakers Vault. All of that brings the value up to $595, almost $600 worth of value. But for you, for showing your commitment, your investment is only $247. That is a savings of 59%. And if you're still trying to go to the gym and use that outdated route and paying all of that money, you're going to save 70% off of that. But wait, I'm going to give you a little bit more. I did it yesterday. I'm feeling kind, so I'm going to do it again today. I usually don't do it for the bonus day. Well, for the extra time. But today I'm still feeling generous. So for the first, let's see, I'm going to still do 3. I was going to say 2. But for the first 3 people who say, you know what, this is it, I need to stop playing. For the first 3 who say, yes, I'm taking control of my health and my life, I'm going to give you an individual session with me, a 30-minute session where we get to talk about what's going on directly with you. Personal conversation. You don't have to bring up questions via the group Q&A or email when we get to chit chat, me and you. That's valued at another $40, taking that value up to $635, which means you're going to save a crazy 62%. I showed y'all what I can do with other clients, but these are things that I do myself. This is just 1 year difference for me. I told you all last year, 2019, health-wise was a monster for me. Between multiple biopsies, multiple procedures, major surgeries, I had a full hysterectomy. I could not exercise, and I gradually gained some weight. Plus depression was sitting in. Let's just be honest about it. But once I got clear, once the doctor said you are good to go back to your routine, I was so happy. All I did was what I put in this work program. Nothing drastic, nothing crazy. I got back to my regular routine of exercising, watched what I ate, was intentional about being healthier, and I was able to lose over 20 pounds in just a year. Consistency. I wasn't even trying to lose weight. That's the crazy thing. We talked about that this morning on the Q&A. I was just excited to be able to exercise again, and I didn't realize that I had lost weight like that until I saw this picture. I knew I was no longer jiggling, but I didn't know that I had lost that weight until I saw these pictures. This is what can be your success story. See that? These numbers, the imagery, all of this could be you. So will you be that next success story? Can I throw your picture up in here? You see, I cut off faces anyway, so everything is private. But I want to add your pictures. I want to add your numbers. And before I go, it is Q&A session. So if you got questions, let me know. That $247 investment in yourself does not have to all be paid today. You have the ability to break that up into a payment plan. Your payment options, smaller chunks of payment, just so you can get started. You say, I don't want to miss this deal. I need to get it on it now. Then this is the time for you to do that. This is the time for you to jump in. So let me come on back to see what questions you all may have for me. Yes, that's right. I see y'all saying very worthy. Iris, come on, Iris. Iris says, I'm very worthy, and I just joined. Y'all give it up for Iris. Yes. Joy says that one-on-one is worth the membership alone. I'm telling you, we dig deep into the weeds, and we get to talk about what's specifically going on with you. If you need to modify anything, if there are personal things going on with you that could impact your success in the program, we get to talk about it. We get to talk about it. So give it up for Iris. Yes. Thank you, Fred. Freddie says, did a great job improving my health. You know what? I needed to get back. I had to get back on the horse. I had to get back on the horse. Not being able to exercise was driving me batty, because exercise, for me, that's my happy place. And it's not because I'm a fitness fanatic. No, it's just because I know the benefits of exercising, right? It increases those endorphins, those good feelings. Serotonin's like, wow, this feels great. So whatever stresses that you are facing, it helps to relieve those. It is the most underused stress reliever. A lot of people lean towards food. That's the most overused. But what is it doing? It's digging us deeper to being unhealthy, which is adding to stress. So it's counterintuitive. Whereas with that exercising, again, just naturally, it gives you that high. And it's doing something that makes you feel better about yourself. You boost your confidence so that stress is gradually, just naturally going away. Like I told y'all, when my mom was sick, it's interesting that was one of my healthiest times, because I felt so out of control. I couldn't do anything, right? You see your loved one battling this thing that they have no control over either. So when I would get stressed, I would go running. I would go to the gym, because I knew it was going to clear my head, even just to figure out what questions I needed to ask her oncologist. So I was constantly working. Like the day she had her surgery and they said, oh no, it's not stage 2, it's stage 4. Ooh, we don't know what to do. The first thing that came out of my mouth, and it was so funny, I laugh at it now, and I sort of laughed in my head, but I was too stressed to laugh out loud. But standing outside with my family, because we're like, man, situation is different. And I was like, man, I need to go running. I just remember looking around and looking at my feet, mad that I didn't have gym shoes on. I just want to go run, to think. And my family was like, you want to go running right now? But it was my stress reliever. It helped me stay halfway sane. Halfway sane. And more people need to lean towards that. There's a lot going on in this world right now. There's a lot of things that are weighing heavy on us. The stress can be heavy. So we need to lean towards the things that are working for us, that are good for us. Hey, Michelle. Michelle says, I'm late, but I'm here. That's right. Freddie said, you missed Pastor Taylor preaching earlier. Yes. I get on my soapbox sometimes, y'all. I can't help it. I apologize. But I'm serious. When I say that my goal is to help 1 million people change their family's medical history, it's not a joke. It's not hot air. I am only 43 years old. I have time. I plan to be here for a whole bunch of more decades, right? But you can help. That's why this is considered to be a revolution. Because what I pour into you, you're pouring into other people. You know, somebody said they took some of the information to work. They're sharing about these nutrition labels. So me talking to them and them talking to their 3 co-workers, boom, that's 4. You see how exponentially quickly that can grow? We are going to change those stats of 73% of us being overweight or obese. Nah, fam. We are not predisposed for preventable diseases. We have just allowed ourselves to follow these bad habits. Lillian said, that's right. Lillian did jump on board yesterday. I am so happy to have y'all as part of the family. So for anybody, again, who's coming in now, like, what's going on? I'm inviting you all to join the 4-week program, the Work 4-week program. $247 is a small investment in your health, in your longevity. And again, like I said, you can break that down into smaller payments. You don't have to pay the full $247 today. Just get started. That's all you have to do. Because I want to work with all y'all. I do. I think it's exciting. I have fun with it. Folks on the Q&A tell you this Q&A this morning tell you I have a good time with it, and we gonna dig into what I can do to help you. So what questions do you all have for me? This is Saturday. I know y'all ready to get y'all day going. Michelle, you better tell them. We are destined for greatness, not sickness and diseases. That is not our destiny. That's something that we're choosing, that we're accepting. We come from greatness, y'all. We don't just accept what's given. We have the ability to make the change. You could decide right now to make that change and stop the trajectory that your family's medical history could have been on with high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, all these things. Well, high blood pressure can lead to stroke and all that. But we can stop that. We can at least reduce it so that our grands that we're talking about, these 20-month-old babies, don't have to be at the doctor listing out everything that's in our families. Nothing runs in our families. We pass down these bad habits. That does not run in your family. Bad habits run in your family. Poor eating runs in your family. And then it shows itself by the way of heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and things like that. All right. Let's see. Iris says, I'm 67 years young. I have more yesterdays than tomorrow, so I really need this. So glad to be on board. Iris, y'all not going to do me this morning. Wow. That's some realness. Wow, Iris. Indeed. But we're going to try to keep as many tomorrows as we can, right? At some point, we're all going to be the ancestors, but it don't have to be today. Tomorrow, we can extend this. I want to extend I want more time to create what I want my legacy to be. That's what I want. More time to create my legacy. Because I'm not done. Are you done? I'm not. What I want y'all to do also is to drink some water. Because water is bae, and water helps with that longevity too. So, any questions for me today? Who else is going to join Iris and all the other, man, all the folks who jumped in yesterday? I'm not going to, well, yesterday they were saying it, we had Michelle join yesterday, Miss Glendora, Miss Ollie, Miss Eleanor, we had Shonda, we had Mary, we had, did I say Michelle? We had, oh goodness, so many of y'all. Oh, Joy, even her mom, Miss Vivian. All these people say we got more to do. So I want y'all to come on and join the fam so we can get on this train together. All right. And like I said, Miss Lily said we got a lot of living to do. A lot of living to do. Man, Joy, will you tell them, Miss Iris, thank you. Joy says, Miss Iris, thank you for inspiring us to show up. Yes, yes, yes. Michelle says she already printed out her PDF and she is ready to go. That's right. We're going to get it in. We are going to get it in. Yes, y'all. So I'm not going to hold y'all much longer. Like I said, I know it's Saturday. I know you probably got errands to run. If you do have to get out there in these streets, I want you to be safe. Have your mask. Have all your gloves, hopefully. It's funny. I feel like when I go to the stores, I'm the only person in gloves. Don't get it, but wear your gloves if you can, if you got them. Have your hand sanitizer, all that good stuff. Practice your social distancing because I want you healthy, y'all. Excuse me, I want you happy. I want you here. All right? And so I'm for real about to get off of here. I know Fred's going to joke me and say, oh, you said I'm leaving. I'm about to get off here like 5 times. It's hard to leave, y'all. Y'all see I done bounce back up in here on another day. But I so hope. Oh, Joy. Joy said I can't build this business with a failing body. That's what I'm talking about. Health is wealth. We all want to be successful. You want to have a lot of money, amass a lot of money, and don't have the energy to go out and enjoy it? Seriously? Just saying. Michelle said today is my couch potato day. You know what? We all need them. Sunday is my self-care day. I do self-care Sunday. A lot of people do say I do Sunday. Just chill out. I watch Thundercats. I lay on my couch, watch Thundercats, eat my cereal like a little kid, do my toes, relax, go for a walk. Yes, we all got to do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So for real, I'm out of here. It has been my pleasure. I just always hope that I've earned the privilege of your time because you've given me 6 days and I do not take that lightly. You could have been doing anything else, but you were here and you entrusted me. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. And there's nothing else I can say on that, but y'all have a blessed day, weekend. For my new folks, I can't wait to rock out with y'all. We're going to get it in. For anybody who's considering it, come on now. You got until tomorrow night. You have until tomorrow night. Sunday night, the cart closes at $11:59.59 where you will not be able to get all the bonuses at that price. You cannot. But I want to give you an opportunity to get on in to do what you know you need to do to hopefully extend your life and just feel healthier. Get healthier. Be happier, right? That's right, Michelle. Thundercats. That will cut it off with that. Yes, Miss Iris, you all have an awesome weekend. And I'll see y'all in the group. I ain't going nowhere. All right, y'all. Bye.